I'm an introvert, and the world is not created for introverts, because when people are really external and out there, people say, "Oh, I like that guy. He's really out there."
Yeah.
And then they say, but she's a bit strange. She was quiet the whole time. And that's, that now I'm a bit better at talking to people, because I've met 5 billion people in the last 4 years.
You're well practiced now.
Yes, I know how to, do that. But I didn't before. And I didn't really care about people before. I didn't like people. Because it was just like I had myself and my forest. But now my world is much bigger than before.
Let's go right back to the beginning, because obviously you're still very young. You're 21.
Yes.
Yeah. That is correct, isn't it?
Yes.
You're 21, which you started out really, really young. Was performing and singing something that you always had an interest in, even when you were a child?
Not performing.
Oh, really?
No. I didn't perform before I was 16, I think, after my management found me and said, "Do you want to become an artist?" And I said no. But then I changed my mind because of my mother. She said that I should share what I have in here with people. But I didn't really have the need to perform. I just liked to write because it made me feel divine.
So you said you weren't really interested in performing at first. How did you tackle that? Because obviously performing is quite a daunting thing for even like the most confident of people. How long did it take you to kind of get into the swing of it, I guess?
It took, I think, over 100 shows before I even liked performing.
Oh, wow.
It took quite a long time.
That's a long
me.
time. So how were you, when you were kind of in before these 100 shows, what was your attitude then? Were you...
I was just really like, do I have to do this for the rest of my life? And I was quite like, this is like the bad side of my work.
Yeah.
I get to make music and I get to meet people, but I have to perform. That was kind of like the part of my job or a hobby. But now I love it.
So what changed? What clicked for you?
I just realized that, the shows aren't really about me. It's about the emotion that is created between me and the audience. So it's not directly about me. I'm just kind of a vessel for the emotion that, and people cry and they have their own stuff, they're in their own movie. And that just made me... It was actually meeting my fans that made it easier for me to play. Because through you and through them, I realized that, it's much bigger than me. And then I got less nervous. So it helped, like you helped me through that.